Hello, welcome to the New Movers. This is a channel where gaming and music content come together to make the viz. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you like the kind of videos that you see and whatever. So, the topic of the video: using AI to make a full game on Roblox. I have zero gaming experience. I have zero game creation experience. So I've decided to resort to AI. Yeah, specifically chatgpt, using to create whatever local scripts and other commands of any sort to use. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. What is going to turn out to be. By the way, the topic of the game is like FPS, first person shooter game. You know, yeah, yeah. So if you like the video and you want like comment your own kind of ideas that you want for the future videos and whatnot, then yeah, put in the comments. Let me know of what you want to help build the community. Yeah. Also, thanks to all the people who have subscribed to me for 200 subscribers, 200 plus subscribers. It really means the world. Appreciated. Very appreciated. So, yeah. Join the Nemo Nation. Join the Nemo Nation. Okay, so when learning the world on Roblox Studio, I was like, let me just go to ChatGPT and then I'm going like type in the prompt. I want to make this game. I want to make a game, so give me tips and whatever. So yeah, then it just gave me like different options. Like I can use, I can like find some kind of kits on the toolbox to try and give me the FPS UI so that like I can like start off and whatever. Then I decided to try and get my own, like it gives the option to decide that okay, yeah, I want to make my own kind of FPS like UI or this or whatever. You guys to show like in first person, that kind of thing. And I did ask for the command because I don't know anything about this stuff. I just asked for the command so that I can get something to type into and whatnot. Then as I was doing that, I typed everything full and it took me a long while. I think maybe like up to 30-40 minutes just typing onto the computer. Then after everything, it didn't work. Nothing worked. None of the commands whatever worked. So it really hit me, realizing that I wasted so much time just trying to type in the command prompt so that it can give me what I needed, and it didn't work. So then I decided to resort to going to the toolbox, getting the kit and whatnot. And as I got the kit, I thought I had gotten the perfect kit for it, but then as I did go to the toolbox and search for the thing, then the kit didn't work. Or either like I tried the kit there and it wasn't giving me what I was looking for. It was like just random things. I don't know if maybe I searched up the wrong thing. So then after I just decided that fine, forget it. I'm going to use a template instead. That seems like the easiest way since they brought here FPS shooter template. So yeah. Testing. Okay. So I want to make a game screen, like a main menu screen to accompany this FPS game now to start making with the AI. And I don't know how to do that. And even though I said I'll use AI for everything, I will still resort to YouTube videos as a way to get like I'm going to watch a video on how to make a main menu. Yeah. So let's get into it.
Make a menu screen in 1 minute? Fake? Okay, yeah, whatever. Just join my Discord server. The link is in the description. In the starter GUI, insert a screen GUI and call it whatever you want. In the screen GUI, insert a frame, and while you're at it, turn off this setting called ignore GUI inset. Go to that frame and make it cover the entire screen. Turn off this setting called ignore GUI inset. In the screen GUI, insert a frame, and while you're at it, turn off this setting called ignore GUI inset. Go to that frame and make it cover the entire screen. Be careful and make sure it does in fact cover the entire screen. In the frame, insert two buttons. Call one play button and call the other credits button. Go ahead and put the buttons where you want them to be and customize the menu a little bit. Oh yeah, by the way, make sure you're using autoscale light to use the bits to make you... What the... Use autoscale light to fit it to all screens. Once you're done, put a local script in the play button and paste the first script in the description. In the credits, put a text label and make it say whatever you want. In the credits button, put a local script and paste the second script in the description. Make the text label and the credits button invisible and go ahead and test it. Alright, the credits button works. What the hell?
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to a brand new Roblox Studio video. My name is Floppy, and today guys I'm going to be showing you how to make a main menu screen. So in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a main menu screen. In this tutorial we will have the play button, which will send the player straight to the game and then they can continue with the game. There will also be a credits button. Basically what credits are basically like a shout out for whoever worked on the game. So let's say you had some scripter work on the game, you can mention their username there to kind of give them a bit of credit and a bit of appreciation for working on the game. So for starters, we're going to want to make sure Explorer and Properties are open. If Explorer and Properties are not open, you want to hit the top bar here, click on View, and enable Explorer and Properties. Once you've enabled Explorer and Properties, we want to head over to Starter GUI and click the plus button. Insert a Screen GUI. Then in the Screen GUI, you can rename the Screen GUI to whatever you want. But for this tutorial I'm not going to rename it. Then click on the plus button next to Screen GUI and insert a frame. Basically this frame is where everything is going to be. So I'm just going to make it fit the screen. You can adjust the size and everything here, but I'm just going to use the grabby things. So now that you've made this frame, I'm going to set the background transparency to 1, because we do not really want to see the frame. If you want the frame to be there and have it like a background color, you can. But for the tutorial, when a person loads in, they will see the game behind. We want to name this frame main frame. So this is going to be the main frame where when the person joins into the game, this is the first UI that they will see. This frame will include the credits button and also the play button and also the update button. So now that you've renamed it, you then want to go and insert a text button. You can also use an image button, but for this tutorial I'm just going to be using a text button. And then we want to reposition this to the position you want. So let's go try find the middle. Let's go just above, kind of like there, something like that. But then we want to rename.
Mind you, what we need is a play button, probably options in case of like wanting to add settings and whatever, and credits. So play options, that's optional. Credits, play options, credits. Yeah.
Name this to the play button. For this tutorial we can just call it play. So this is going to be the button where if a player clicks it, it'll send them straight to the game. So we just want to go and adjust the text. You can adjust this to whatever you want. But here we go. You can also text scale, you can change the font, color, whatever. But for this tutorial I'm just going to leave it like that. Now that you've made the play button, we want to go and insert a local script. We don't need this local script currently, so we just want to close it there, so it should look something like this now. Now you want to go back up to the main frame and insert another text button, and we want to rename this one to credits.
Script is not needed.
This will be the button that if a player clicks on it, it'll open up the credits menu. Just like that. Oh, sorry, that's the text. Actually, we need that. We need that. But here we go. Here's the name. We're going to change this to credits. Then in the credits text button, we want to insert a local script. We do not need this local script as of yet. So now what we can do, we can go and click on the button next to mainframe here and close this UI. So now that we've made our main menu frame, we want to go back to Screen GUI, click on the plus button and insert another frame. We now want to rename this frame to credits frame, because this is going to be the frame where all the text is shown for whenever someone clicks on this credit button. So we just want to change the name of it to credits frame. You are able to name it other things, but it just means you have to adjust things in the script, which I'll show you how to do. But if you just follow on whatever I call anything, I suggest doing that. It just makes it a lot easier. So now that we've got our frame here, let's meet it in the middle and let's expand it. Let's say we want the frame to be about that big. Keep in mind this will be the background or the UI which will show our text. So now inside this credits frame, we want to go and click on the plus button and insert a text button. We then want to rename this text button to credits close, because this is going to be the button that closes the script. So let's just put that here. You can adjust it. You can insert a credits. So you can insert a image button instead, and instead of if you want like a actual X button image. But for this tutorial, we're just going to make it a button. Let's rename this and let's just make the text X, just like that, as kind of like a close thing. You are also able to make the background transparency 1 and adjust whatever you want, but I'm just going to make it kind of like that.
I guess.
So now that you made this credits close, we would then want to go and create a local script again. And then we don't need this local script currently, so we just want to go up here and click the X and leave that local script for now. Then in the credits frame, we want to go over here and insert a text label. You don't have to change the name of this text label, but for this tutorial, I'm going to be calling it text that shows credits. Because this is, well, actually, it's not really going to be the text that shows the credits. This is going to be the text at the top where it says credits. You are able to, what we will be doing is duplicating it and putting another bunch of text down here. So this one here is just going to be the title. So I'm going to change this to, let's scale it up. Let's change this to credits. And let's change, for this one, let's change the font to make it a bit more intriguing. Maybe something like that. Let's make a credits one like that. So anytime someone clicks on that button, this UI will close. So now let's make the one where it actually says all the credits. So what we want to do, we just want to go back here and click on the credits frame. You can insert another text label. You can also just duplicate this one if it's easier, but I find it easier this way. And let's just say we want one like this, just like that. And let's go and adjust this to where it says text scaled. And let's say you want to maybe put scripter. Sorry, I did this completely incorrectly. Let's say we just put it like that. So that will be the scripter. If we duplicate that, drag that along and put it like that. And we are also able to remove the outline so it is not so obvious. So now that we've got our scripter here, let's go and change this to saying, I don't know, my username, we'll put it as that. And there you go, so the scripter is so-and-so, and that is like a credits thing. You are obviously able to add more detail into it, change the font, make it look a bit nicer, change the background color. But this is really just a very simple basic design. If we see here, there we go, border pixel 1. We want to set that to 0. That will remove the border. We want to do the same thing here where it says scripter. Let's just go up to border pixel and we'll set that to 0. Now let's say you wanted to make maybe one where it says GFX artist or maybe builder or model. Just make sure all of these adjusting the credits. We want to click on visible.
And I'm just
I want to know how to
The reason for this is because we want the players to load in and only see these two buttons. If we had the credits frame or the... Sorry, if we just had the credits frame of visible, when the player first joins in, this UI will be shown. But the moment they click on that, the other UI will be shown. I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. But just as like a extra coolness, we're going to be adding a bit of a blur effect. This basically makes it so the players cannot completely see what is behind the player and credits. The play button and credits. Now, if players click on play, this blur will disappear. It kind of just makes the play and credits button more focused. So now that we've added the blur effect into the game, keep in mind you do not need to have the blur effect. You can skip that part. You just have to adjust a couple things in the script, but I'll show you how to do that now. So now we want to go over to our screen GUI again. We want to start off with the main frames.
I'd like to keep the blur.
These are the play button and the credits button. So for starters, we're going to be working on the play button. So in this script, this will make the play button and all the other UI disappear if we click that button, as well as the blur effect. So what you want to do, you want to go down to the description of this video, copy and paste script 1. It will be labeled something like play button script 1, for example. You want to copy and paste that part of the code and bring it back to Roblox Studio. So remove all the previous code and paste in that code. So once you've inserted the code into the play button script, there's a couple things we can change. If you didn't add the blur effect, you want to go and remove this code of this line of code here, line 7, where it says game.lighting.blur.size yada yada yada. You want to go and remove that. If you do have the blur, you want to keep that one. So basically what happens here is an animation. So when the button is clicked, an animation will happen where the main UI will float off or disappear off the screen in an animation way. You are able to adjust these different parts. Feel free to have a bit of a play around, but I'll show you how they work in a second. So once you've finished adjusting everything here, you then want to go and click on the X button up here, and then let's go test it out. Keep in mind, the only thing that will work right now is the play button. The credits button and everything else will not work. So let's go click on play and let's go test out the play button. As you guys can see, we have just loaded in. And if we go and click on play, as you guys can see, an animation of the main frame UI floats down. Obviously, the way you adjust it in the script will determine on where it goes. So feel free to play around with that until you get whatever you want. So as you guys can see, now that we click play, all that other UI disappeared, and now we're able to play the normal game. So now we want to work on the credits button. So if someone clicks on this button, the UI will pop up. So we want to go to our main frame, and we want to go...
I feel like I should do when I do the play button and come back for the credits, come back for the credits when I'm done with it. It's always in the description, so I can just go in, copy the play script description and whatever, script 1 play button script lookout, whatever. Let me see.
Okay, so after getting the after copying the local scripts to be able to make the menu and whatnot, I decided to be able to go to work and fix all the elements like the play button, the background, whatever, and the credits section. So I just kept on doing that till I was like okay with what I had after setting up all these elements. As you can see, I got the first element, which was like the play button, so that I can use that as something like what a regular play button does. When you click on it, then it opens the game for you to play that kind of stuff. Then you see I'm setting up the credit section below the play button, so that I can also have another button for the credits. So yeah, But then during that time too, um, I started to feel like I should rather focus on the play button more, since it seemed like if I didn't focus on the play button first, then I might have some issues with trying to set it up, along with having to think about doing the credits button later on. And see all the kind of different elements that I've already put in, specifically just for the credits section. You see how it's blocking out the play button. So then if I wanted to like work with the play button first, then I may have some issue because of this blockage over here. So then later on, I was like, let me just take off the credits and decide to focus more on the play button solely. And then after that, I would change to the credits after finishing with the play button.
Testing, testing. This is the something of working on this Roblox game, and I don't know about the days of like doing this, then editing the footage, then I start to like lose motivation. But like I've spent hours working on this thing, so I feel like I have to continue and at least bring out something. So yeah, this is the I don't know, I don't remember. So the day will be like here, up here, the whatever that is of trying to make the game with AI, chatgpt. So I don't know what. I don't remember where I last did this. I mean, after maybe like the second day, after the second, not after the second day, I took a break to edit the footage, and after editing, I was like, I kept procrastinating to come back and come and continue this. I was like, bro, I've already started, so I mean, like, I have to finish what I've started. Yeah.
Alright, so doing this, I came back here to this mess to come and find out what's wrong. I went checking the local script if there was anything wrong with it. Like maybe when I copied and pasted, I don't know, somehow I added something that wasn't supposed to be there or remove something. Like looking through, I mean, this thing was there. Like I copied exactly what was there. I don't know. I even tried seeing maybe or some kind of a glitch. Then I went into the game, tried to use the play button again, but still it didn't work. No matter what I tried, it kept on like it stayed in the same place. I feel like maybe might be because I'm trying to you like you know with this FPS whatever, it's like whenever you move the mouse it moves with the screen. So I feel like maybe I don't know, maybe it might be a contributing factor, the reason why I may not be working. So I'm not really sure. Cause I even went to check with the assistants, like the assistant in the software to find out what was wrong, if there was anything wrong, like if maybe it was a wrong command or something. But then it like showed me that it is to do this to when like it's clicked, then it's supposed to like play out, remove the blur and give me access to the game. But yeah, I feel like I would like I made a decision to just do away with trying to make a game screen or whatever, and rather focus more on actually making the game itself. So I decided to ditch the screen, the play button, the credits, whatever, and rather just focus on like building up the game, adding whatever I can add. Let it be nice. So yeah. Okay, so it's day 13, and I didn't want to like take up so much time in making this video, but yeah, I added elements, different kind of elements. I decided to forget about the menu issue that I was having like 4 days ago. I was like, bro, forget that. I mean, you just move, just keep going. So I added a grenade and a rocket launcher. Also changed like a particular part of the walls so that it can be breakable. So let's say you have the rocket launcher or the grenade, you throw it at it or shoot, then it breaks the wall open for you to be able to enter into the wall. So wherever you spawn is actually like a starter area. Like when you enter, then like maybe like a slight tutorial space. I mean, you can have fun with the targets and whatever. Then when you break the wall and go into like the actual playing area, you can be there with your friends and whatever. You go like you can engage in some fun PvP and whatever. That's currently what can be done with the game. I also added trees for depth. Like I asked the AI, should I add grass? Should I add trees? Yeah. Well, like yeah, add the grass. What color of the grass should I add? I asked. Yeah, well, like green. Should I add trees? Or like yes, said it gives more depth. And also like a special thing that was added like by me personally. I decided to put a nuke at a particular part of the map. Yeah, so I won't really show it in the video, but then if you can find a nuke, you can do whatever you please with it. This is your playground. At this point, your playground. In the future, I would change, like I would like add some kind of different things to the game. Probably even have like add my skills in making the scripts so that I wouldn't have to rely on AI so much. Because see, when I was trying to get scripts for the AI to like, I went to the AI, asked for the script, but it really didn't help. Like as I tried to paste it or type it down, it really didn't help. So I decided that I'm just going to forget that and then just go with the template and whatever. So yeah, in the future I would hopefully get more knowledge on making script, like different scripts, how to activate the scripts, and then the programming language is actually Lua for Roblox Studio. The programming language here is Lua. It's called Lua. I learned that from the AI. Yeah, so I might learn some scripting to be able to better my knowledge and maybe upgrade this game to something better. Because the name is called Shots, SHOTZ. I know that you probably won't find it in like a normal search area, so yeah, just come to my profile and check it out on Roblox, you know. That's basically it. Yeah. I also added some zombie NPCs. I don't know if I mentioned that, some zombie NPCs. Like not like they're not like full on functional NPCs, they're just like static, but then you can shoot them and reduce their health. I mean the respawn is quite quick, but then yeah. I mean that's what you can get from a starter, someone who has zero knowledge on scripting or whatever. So yeah, that's basically everything that I'll have for now. 生きがいください。